Masato Nakamura has said that he had a hard time writing the music for Sonic 1 since the Genesis only had 6 sound channels that he could work with. That limitation didn't change for Sonic 2, but I'd say he learned to work around it. How you doing? I'm Adele. You are watching part 3 of my 4-part review of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. No, the other one. No, the other one. I don't even cover movies. Why would you? Sonic 2 has a fantastic soundtrack, and it's all thanks to this man right here. Masato Nakamura, the bassist of the Japanese pop band Dreams Come True, was brought back by Sega to compose the soundtrack for Sonic 2. Sega originally tried composing music in-house to save money, but apparently the initial tracks were so bad that Sega relented and rehired Nakamura. Nakamura, knowing his worth, asked for more money this time. Now, as someone with no experience in the business world and no connection to either Sega or Nakamura, I think the money was worth it. Sonic 2's soundtrack is undoubtedly better than Sonic 1's soundtrack, adding to the laundry list of improvements this game made from its predecessor. The most distinctive element in every song in Sonic 2 is a pronounced bass line. Nakamura, a bassist himself, knew how a good bass line could elevate a song past good to great. The bass is often only used to accentuate the drum beats, so it's nice to see the instrument be used to its full effect here. The title screen theme is upbeat and inviting, as per usual for the series. Very iconic all around. Emerald Hill Zone is bright, cheery, and has one of the funkiest bass lines in the game. As we continue through the soundtrack, you'll see how much competition this song has for that title. It's a terrific song for an opening zone and really sets the mood for the rest of the game. Chemical Plant Zone, meanwhile, is fast and tense. The song reminds you that even though it's the second zone, you still need to watch yourself here. This is the opposite of a natural environment after all. This is in steep competition with the underground theme from Super Mario Bros. For most iconic second level song in video game history. And it's not because it's bad. Aquatic Ruin Zone is pleasant to listen to, but still has a hint of danger in its warbling notes. This song is hard to hear all the way through if you take the low path in the level, due to the drowning timer resetting the song's progression. Casino Night Zone's theme feels very at home with the stage. This sounds like music you'd hear in Casino. I assume, I've never been to one. It's an easy listening song that fits perfectly with the level. Before we move on to Hilltop Zone, I must warn you that you might want to lower your volume down a bit. Why? Well... This has to be a case of a song getting worse after being digitized, because I don't know how else the screeching harmonica got in. The song starts out great, and then the harmonica kicks in, and then your ears start bleeding. I apologize for putting you through this. On the bright side, every song from here on out is much better. Well, better at least. After Hilltop, we get my second favorite stage theme in the game. To quote DJ Casper,
"We're gonna get funky."
Mystic Cave Zone is one of the best songs come out of the classic era, a period of 8 years. Masato Nakamura wrote straight fire when he made this song. What more can I say about it? It's just really good. Oil Ocean Zone, a stage set in an oil refinery, sounds like this. The oil themed zone has an Arabian sounding tune. Interesting choice there, Sega. but I suppose it was a good decision since the theme does work well. Metropolis Zone features my favorite song in the entire game. It's catchy, it's funky, and sounds like this. Everything just works. The marching drum beat using the iconic Genesis snare, the constant record scratches, and the main melody all come together to create a song that honestly does not sound like it should be this far into the game. I think the music is one of the reasons I can put up with Metropolis Zone so well. It's hard to be mad at the game when you're jamming! Okay, picture this scene. You've just defeated Eggman at his capital city. He flees to his winged fortress and is preparing to launch to the Death Egg. Now, you gotta fly thousands of feet up in a desperate bid to get onto the winged fortress and stop Eggman for good. This is a pivotal moment in the story, with the villain on the ropes and the heroes being assailed with threats they could never have anticipated. So, with all that in mind, what is the music for Sky Chase Zone? Well, that's a little anticlimactic. Masato Nakamura was writing these songs based off of concept art, so who knows if he knew where in the game the zone would be placed. Sky Chase Zone is a perfect example of how much the music can affect the tone of a level. If the music was tense and threatening, the zone would be as well, even if the gameplay wasn't changed whatsoever. But since the music is calm and relaxing, Sky Chase Zone feels like a breather in between two difficult zones. One last time to relax before assaulting Eggman's fortresses. And when you do get to the Winged Fortress, what music plays in the last real zone of the game? Winged Fortress Zone feels like a wasted opportunity at every turn, man. The level might be interesting if it didn't have this snooze fest of a song playing. It doesn't feel like I'm surrounded by danger. It feels like this is a slog I have to get through before I can get to the final boss. Hilltop Zone is my least favorite zone, but Winged Fortress Zone is the most wasted concept. At least Sonic Team corrected their mistakes in future games. When you finally get up to Death Egg, there's a theme that plays in this little hallway and nowhere else. So don't blame me for the boring footage. The song is certainly creepy, but you never get to hear the full thing since it plays in this one hallway. If this was the theme for a full zone and the death echo was disturbingly mechanical, it would be great, but as it stands, this feels like another wasted opportunity. The boss theme finally has the gravitas that was missing from the previous boss themes we've covered. The galloping snare matches perfectly with the main melody, and I love how the song gets more tense as it goes on. It gives a sense that time is running out for you, and I love it. The special stage theme is bright and exciting, well suited for the surrealist aesthetic. So many tracks in this game just fit the stage like a glove. It's honestly incredible when you consider that Nakamura was working off of concept art and nothing more. The invincibility theme is pretty standard, upbeat and fast paced. The supersonic theme, on the other hand, takes the invincibility theme up to 11. It makes you feel powerful. For whatever reason, the two-player zones get their own music. It's more of a good thing, so I'm not complaining, but it does feel unnecessary. Emerald Hill Zone, 2-player, sounds more like options music than a stage theme. Doesn't really evoke the feeling of competition in you, does it? Mystic Cave Zone 2-player, on the other hand, is a great competition theme. It's fast and upbeat, which describes a lot of songs in this game now that I'm thinking about it, and fun to listen to. looks nearly as good as Mystic Cave Zone in the main game. Casino Night Zone 2-player doesn't sound like a casino like its more iconic counterpart does, but still a bop and a half. It's a good track. The results theme is pleasant enough, I suppose. I don't really have any strong feelings on it. The final boss theme is one of the best themes in this game, and that is high praise. I love how each instrument has a section that sounds like sirens are going off. This is the final battle. If you fail here, everyone loses. But once you beat the Death Egg robot, you get to hear the ending theme. The ending theme is heartfelt and bittersweet, and this is a perfect finale for the adventure you have just taken. One last song, ladies and gentlemen. The credits theme is a medley of all the zones you have gone through and is a great send-off to the game. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. If you want to hear me talk about Sonic 2 some more, the gameplay episode should be on your screen now. Next Sunday, we will wrap up our Sonic 2 review with a quick miscellaneous video. Hopefully, I'll see you there. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe, Baselines.